All right, so this video is a quick excerpt from a video that Erin and I did reviewing the Kali Audio INUNF. And so this part might be interesting to you if you're into digital signal processing, which I am. And what it is our various insights into how we personally do DSP, and we both attack the same problem in various ways, different ways, and I thought that you guys might just find that interesting. Let's talk about real quick whether this is audible. So the dip here and the bass response, right? Is that something that you tested to see if it was audible or not? Because I definitely did. I was playing test tones and crazy like that.
Generally, what I do is I attack peaks. If there's a dip, I most likely can't do anything about a dip, so I just don't worry about it. But I try to knock down the peaks that are nearby and make like a smooth sloping response or whatever desired response I'm going for, so that the dip isn't so apparent. You know, if it's sitting right next to something that's got a peak, then it's definitely going to be more apparent. The peak is going to be more apparent, or the dip is going to be more apparent, but one of those is going to stick out a lot. So if I go through and I knock the peak down a little bit, then that makes the dip less apparent. But it's also worth noting that, like, I don't really have that dip in my measurement, in my in situ response.
Yeah, so let's bring yours up here. So here are yours, right? This, and then this is after you EQ'd it.
Right. And I did a little bit of EQ.
Mine does have the dip.
Yeah. It's very interesting. So, you know, it makes me wonder if that dip was designed in some way to counteract maybe a little bit of a bump there, like in my situation. If that dip weren't there already in the design, would that wind up being a bump there? And that I would have to try to EQ out or something like that. You know, those are the kind of questions that I wonder.
And that's why it's so tough when it comes to EQing these things, because every situation is different. Okay, so let's do this real quick. So here's yours, and you applied, this is the EQ in blue that you applied. So you just lowered that down.
Yeah, I just dropped that down. And then I did the same thing to around 300 hertz as well, but I didn't have to bring that one down quite as much.
Okay. So using my magic beans method, I'll show you the EQ that I applied. So here's my main listening position without, and then after my magic beans, it came out to something more like this.
Oh, okay.
So it's different. The method is different, but it kind of smoothed everything out. And the idea behind my target curve is it follows the curve that's specific to my room. Right. So I would expect our bass to be different EQs because we're in different spaces. So this actually sounded really good in my room. It just sounded like I didn't hear this bump anymore, and it just overall sounded smoother and less chesty. You know, if we were to use audiophile term, there's a lot of chestiness.
Right.
I was playing Andrea Bocelli. What was it? Besame Mucho. Right, awesome track. But he sounded very like, you know, he sounded like he was right up against that mic. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
What else? So yeah, definitely to me that was audible. That area was audible. So anyway, that's it for this video. If you want to see the full review that Erin and I did of this speaker, I'll leave a link to that somewhere here. Anyway, that's it. Take care. Bye-bye.